Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop for this late night, Friday night episode. Bob TV brought to you in Field-O-Vision. And hey, I'm not drunk. Unless you can get drunk on Dr. Pepper. Hey, one of those things I'm drunk. Do I really sound drunk? No, Kiwi Bob, man. Glad to see you back, but I'm not buying your story, brother. oh, Bob says he's been on vacation. They've been able to watch Bob TV lately. I want to know, what part of the world can you actually go to and not catch an episode of Bob TV? I'm sorry there, oh Kiwi Bob. I think you can go in the middle of the desert in Egypt and catch an episode of Bob TV. I know, I just cut myself on that corner. I know. I didn't even bleed. It's like a paper cut. Sting like a fire ant and slow to heal. Alright, I was going to wait till tomorrow to take these out to the water hose, but I got them cleaned up. I need some of this goof off to get that clay off. Gets it right off. But that stuff will not touch this part off. Won't even dent it. You can scrub and scrub. You gotta use water. Just use water. You gotta get it all out. You gotta get it all out of these lugs. I backed these lugs up. Okay. Now them so far back in the resin ain't gonna seep in there. But I did it so I can vacuum bag them a little easier too. See, I can take my tacky tape and go right over the top of these holes and still be backed up that far. But old Kiwi Bob said he missed a couple episodes and wants to know why we're making new molds for the thunderchief wings. Well, Bob, pay attention. I'm only going to say this to you one time. You got to listen. Alright? No, the panel lines were off on the bottom of the wings. Number one, because remember when I made them, I was just using some panel lines. I don't even know where they came from. Bush got them off the drawing or something. And the landing gear, remember, had to go on at 45 degrees. No ifs, ands, or buts. Because when they retract, they got to be going straight with the fuselage, okay? And if they're not on 45 degrees, if you got it too much this way, they'll be towed in. If you got it too much that way, they'll be towed way out. So they have to be mounted on 45. Okay? Well, they didn't match my gear doors. Remember, so on mine, I just puttied them all up, and I don't have a, well, there's panel lines down there, but not around this section. So, I wanted to basically make a long story short there, Bob. I just wanted to, I wanted to have all my panel lines match up. You know, I want professional looking stuff. You know, not patched up stuff, you know. And I wanted a parting plane on the back, so I didn't have to just pretty much waste all that material I was cutting off of each wing. You know, 4 inches, 20 times is a lot of material. You know, a lot of carbon, a lot of fiberglass, a lot of that foam. You know, and that adds up. You know, over time. Now we got to make sure to get all this part all off, so we can get wax on the on our epoxy finish. Okay, if that part all is still on there, it's going to block it, not let it get into the epoxy, and then some will come off later, and then we'll have resin stickers. All this part all's got to come off. But man, all these edges. Be careful, man, you'll cut yourself. Things are sharp. All these edges turned out awesome. nice set of molds right here, baby. I got to do a little grinding on a couple high spots. This one mainly, you know, on my flange on the front side. You can see it right there. So, and then they'll set flat on the table, these flanges. And also, Bob, I was having trouble with my molds warping. And when you put that vacuum, with that vacuum bag, you put that vacuum bag around there. My wing molds didn't have this flange on the back, my other wing molds. And so, I mean, they were still working good, but when I go to bolt them together, they'd have a big old gap in them. Mainly up here. Right up in here. And, I don't know, these won't work. They got a flange all the way around. And, flange up here. Notice this flange up here, Bob. See that? That's the secret to your molds not warping right there, baby. If you want to back up a few videos, really be worth watching. All you guys that missed out on that. So, there you go, Bob. I'm not buying your story. Come on, tell us the truth. Your wife wouldn't let you watch no Bob TV, would she? She said, we're on vacation. You ain't watching no dang Bob TV. Come on, tell us the truth. You're busted, buddy. I'm going to get these. Then I gotta make me some patterns for my foam and stuff, and I'm gonna put me some paper in there, and then I'm gonna put my plug on top of it so it'll push it down right, and then I'm gonna mark it with a pencil around the edge, then I'm going to cut it out, and I'll have me a pattern. Then I can take that mold downstairs, but I want to put the paper in there and then put my plug on top of it so it'll push it on those crevices. It'll be the right size. So you gotta just think ahead a little bit, you know? What's gonna make this easiest? What's gonna look the best? I was kind of bummed I had to remake a couple molds, but you know, this is mainly for production. You know, and I learned something on every mold I make. Won't be long, I'll be caught up with them Chinese. And y'all really gonna have to be worried about the ninjas kidnapping me. Making me work in their sweat labor shops. Well, I tell you what, I'd probably take a job mold making somewhere. I just love this stuff. Bob Violet, if you're listening. Shoot, I'd even move to China. No, y'all wouldn't like that. I probably would take a job molding somewhere. I just love this stuff. It's just not work to me, you know. I come out here every day and do this stuff just because I love it. And I want to see some thunderchiefs flying all over the world. I want Ollie to have one in England. I want my buddy Pedro to have one in South Florida. Hey, you guys know that Pedro, give him a call. Tell him a little nudge. Tell him Bob said hi. Man, I like him. He's just one of them really likable guys, you know. Ollie is too, from England. Excellent pilots, both of them. Just super fun to be around. You know, them guys like that. Lots like that in Texas, boys. Oh, Smitty, Dano. Guys, just fun to be around. You know what I mean? You know, I seen old Smitty and Dano had, you know, quite a few jet meets. I thought they'd been palling around together for years. Like me and Balcom, you know. And, you know, they're